are Johan.
Yes.
And you're here from.
I come from France, from the south of Brittany, in a city called Nantes, and it's 8 hours by train to come here in Germany.
And you are the new artist and creator of a new series of Spirou.
Yes, Spirou is a very old series that has been existing since 1938. So it's something like 80 years old character, and the publisher supposed that it would be interesting to create a new character for younger readers, and we created this character Super Groom, which is a kind of a superhero Spirou.
It's gorgeous.
Thank you very much.
I mean, I love the rocket pack, and
yes, this I think is very inspired by the Rocketeer.
Yes, everyone loves. Yeah, everyone loves to fly. And then you're just sort of looking at your style here.
Yes.
You draw everything traditionally, correct?
Yes, I don't work on computer generated image because I don't know how to do it.
Right.
I'm very bad at it. And most of all, sometimes in a career you have some high and lows, and it happens that we have to sell some original artwork,
sure,
so that we can live for a few time or make an exhibition also in a gallery.
Right.
I have a gallerist in Paris, and so I make regularly exhibitions in Paris for my work.
Wonderful. Yeah. So, okay, if an American wants to find Spirou, is it translated yet into English?
Yes, it's translated in English. I don't remember the publisher. It's Nice Art. Sorry, I don't
Well,
remember.
I'll find it. But if they want to learn more about you, if you have a website they would go to?
I don't have a real website. I've got a Facebook page,
Okay.
professional Facebook page, and an Instagram.
Okay.
Which is called The Johan.
Okay.
ZEYOANN.
Okay.
It's easy to find, and well, come and visit me.
Yeah, I will do that. There it is, Spirou.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We got some work to do now. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We need some help from you now. Come on, Scooby-Doo, I see you, pretending you got a sliver. You're not fooling me, 'cause I can see the way you shake and shiver. You know we got a mystery to solve, so Scooby-Doo, be ready for your act. Don't hold back, and Scooby-Doo, if you come through, you're gonna have yourself a Scooby snack. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, here are you, you're ready and you're willing. If we can count on you, Scooby-Doo, I know we'll catch that feeling.
Hello, I'm Neufried. This is my comic character, Karl der Kleine. It's independent of Karl der Große, the king who lived here in my city in Aachen. And I started with Karl der Kleine with making strips for journals, and spent 10 years I make long stories, and this is the newest long stories. All the stories of Karl der Kleine, they are played in Aachen, normally in the history of Aachen. Karl der Kleine he never leave Aachen. He always stay here in Aachen, but he make journeys in the time, normally in the past. There also is one book where he don't go in the past, where he goes in the future.
So Karl der Kleine is Charlemagne, correct?
Yes, Charlemagne. But this is not Charlemagne, it's Charlie Petit. It's a contrarian. He seems a little bit like Charlemagne. He has a crown, and when I draw him first, I look for Charlemagne, and make him very small. And his main character is he loves a lot of these cookies. These are cookies special. He's only allowed to make these cookies in Aachen, and he loves his cookies.
Printen. And what is Printen?
Printen is a special kind of cookie. I don't can explain how it's made. I don't know the recipe because the recipe is a secret. And only the Printen makers know exactly the recipe. I don't can say.
But you have Karl the Klein Printen. That's exciting.
Yes. And Karl der Kleine, he's a junkie. He needs it. He needs all 3 hours. He needs a printer. If you don't have the printer, he will get a problem. Other people need water or something to eat. He needs printing.
Got it.
And for this, sometimes he had trouble.
That's great.
For example, in this story, the devil, he knows the problem of Karl der Kleine, and he wants to have his soul. And so he make a robbery of the recipe of Printen. The Printen recipe is gone, and so Karl der Kleine had a problem, and he sells his soul. He
sells his soul for Printen. Wow.
And he will get a very big printer. The very big printer is this here.
Right.
And it's called the printer of the devil. the devil in the history of Aachen is a big player.
Right. Amazing. And I really liked this image here of Karl on the throne.
Yes.
Charlemagne's throne.
It was the first long story which I made with Karl der Kleine, and it was edition in the year 2040.
Oh wow!
In this city, it was a big birthday party in the whole year because Charlemagne, he makes the day when he passed away, make 1,200 years, and to the 1,200 years he passed away was the reason because the whole year in Aachen was celebrated Karl Charlemagne.
Right.
And for this, in this comic, is also I show how the cathedral, the very famous cathedral here in Aachen, how he was built. For example, here is the feet of Karl der Große. Charlemagne, and the tall of his feet. It was dependent how was built the legend set.
Right. Sure.
This is the old files.
Yeah, that's great.
1,200 years ago.
And you have been part of Comiciade from the beginning. You've been part of this convention since the very beginning.
Yes, I'm a part of yes. It's a friend of mine. We have a comic community, and I have a barbecue in my garden. And there was another friend who is the leader of the comic convention in Munich. And then another friend of mine here from Aachen, he had the idea to make also a comic convention here in Aachen.
Yeah.
And we don't believe it at first because it's a lot of work and a lot of trouble to make something like this. But he made it, and now he make it.
Here we are. Very exciting. All right. Well, thank you, Alfred.
Pleasure.
It's great to see Karl the Klein. Look at the super comic. And then,
Hello, I am Henry Kreklo. I was born in Colombia. My father was German. I live in Belgium. At home we speak French, and this is my first interview in English. Sorry.
So tell me about.
I have my superhero. My superhero have the most powerful weapon of the world. It's a pencil. When he draws it's become reality. What he do, and you can see this is Ronald Dam, the ex-president of America.
Right.
And I have another character. Actually, this is Sleepy Joe. The new Sleepy Joe sleep the whole time because he's a little bit older. And yes, this is my world.
It's great.
Thank you.
So if we want to find it online, where do we go?
Excuse me?
Do you have a website?
It was name, but you can find my books in Amazon when you give my name, Henry Kreklo.
All right, we'll look for it.
What's cooking? What's up, Doc? Oh, you're looking for Bugs Bunny bunting. Duck is gonna hunting just to get a rabbit skin, but now the rabbit's gonna get. What's up, Doc? What's cooking? Hey, look out! Stop! You're gonna hurt someone with that old shotgun. Hey, what's up, Doc? We really mean it. What's up, Doc?
In America, we had to read this old story, Beowulf, in high school. And it comes from Scandinavia. It's about a big Viking who goes around killing monsters. And I was the only person in my high school who liked it. And it always stuck with me. And I've always loved mythology. And the other thing that I loved reading growing up, when it wasn't Peanuts, it was Asterix. That was the first thing I came across as a kid that made me want to draw comics. So Kid Beowulf is sort of a combination of all those things that I loved. And yes, I've been doing it for 20 years. And that wasn't on purpose. It was one of those things where I think when you're at the drawing board and you look up at the calendar, you realize, where did all the time go? So I figured, well, it was very fortunate to come here, and the coincidence of it being 20 years and introducing it to a crowd and to a festival where my love of comics really kind of started in Europe. So it's, as I said, I'm very excited to be here.